The more you see, the less you know, basically. I could go in the opposite direction also because of this clown show that we're put through. And at this point, the people that aren't at least halfway awake by now will never be or want to be awake. And what do I mean by awake? Well, when you realize that the school system, government, religion, mainstream news, and are all psyops for slavery. When you can't even own the property you live on, you will never be truly free. That's just an example of millions of others. It's funny how here in America, they indoctrinate you with patriotism, mostly so you'll go and join the military industrial complex. Tell you we are the richest country in the world, when actually it's a bunch of people barely making it by and run by a few pedos with billions of dollars. You have the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, that, in my opinion, is majorly flawed, basically by a few Freemasons, or it even could have been invented, created by AI. There's one section that states if the government becomes too tyrannical, to overthrow that government and create a new one. Well, guess what? If that was possible, you would never want to create another government because you would get the same damn result. That's what they want. The attack on the people has been going on since at least the last cooked out and flooded reset. I'm thinking 1700s, 1776 maybe to be exact, but who the hell knows? So, where do you begin? There's just so much to talk about, so much going on in the past and the present. Who really controls Earth? Why is this place built in slavery? And has it always been like that? I think back to all the old world buildings and maybe like what this place used to look like. And it looks like sort of like a paradise almost. But on the other side of that, was it a paradise? So many structures and buildings, maybe trillions of people or beings, whatever, maybe not. Maybe most of the buildings were machines, energy, harnessing, you name it. But was it bad? Was it ever good? Nobody really knows anything to start out with. What was this place before? Before any reset, before any meltdowns, before any flooding? How was this place run? Was it run by a bunch of dictators still, just like it is today? And that feels like that's what it was to me. Because you don't have something so great and so, just say, heavenly, right? And then completely turned around and run by a bunch of evil, whatever, slavery mongers that just want to control everything. So it doesn't make any sense to me how you can have something so good and it just goes away and everything's so bad. And there's so many questions about, well, what really happened. Was it directed energy weapons? Was it a one time circuit board meltdown? Was it bits and pieces here and there, but very quickly? And nobody really knows. The only thing we can do is try to compare to what we see in present day, what's happening, just like the Maui fires. What is this? 3 years ago now, almost coming up, but such easy example of the attack on the people, which has been going on forever. It seems like. And here it says a U.S. code to provide for the rapid acquisition of directed energy weapon systems by the Department of Defense and for other purposes. That doesn't seem very safe. This was in 2016, right here. directed by the Senate and House of Representatives in the United States of America and Congress assembled. In short, this act may be cited as the Directed Energy Weapon System acquisition of 2016. I just wanted to bring back up this stuff because they've been doing this forever, and it's just a small version of what happened, say, 300 years ago or so. Certain sections being destroyed, obvious, do weapons. I mean, you can't get any more obvious with this kind of stuff, and everybody knows this. It's into this research that everybody's doing. But where does it stop and where does it end? Another thing we don't have any control over are these data centers. And look at the statistics of the US. I mean, it's just out of control. Skynet is being built before our eyes. It's a true reality, and it's pretty insane. And the thing is, all these committee meetings and stuff for the townspeople or city people or whatever you want to call them, they show up and they're against this, protesting and all that, but it doesn't make one damn bit of difference. I'm all for protesting and stuff, but honestly, no matter what you're protesting, whether it be outside a courthouse or wherever, it never makes a difference. They don't care. They only care about money and power and the agenda of whatever the hell they're going to do, which is pretty obvious with this 1984 system that they're putting in place with flock cameras and all kind of shit. But there's nothing really anybody can do, and that's just sucks. Just the mere power and water that these places absorb is just crazy. This thing is going on nonstop around the world, but mostly in America, which is the old world to me. It's I like to call it the old Egypt, but what are we gonna do? I mean, who gives a shit, really, right? I mean, we're in this predicament already, and the only thing you can really do is, to me, ignore all of it. And not so much as just let them do whatever they want to do, but kind of manifest ignoring everything. And maybe that's why the government seems like such a clown show today, because more and more people are ignoring it and they're putting it on as a basically bad Saturday Night Live skit. That's the only thing I can figure out. I mean, the place is getting so stupid that I just tune out of all of it basically. But had to talk about it. I mean, nothing's going to happen if people don't talk about any of this stuff, whether it be data centers or directed energy weapons or the shit they spray in the sky. Or how about everywhere you go and walk and look is seems like to have been totally devastated and melted. That's more obvious to me than anything. And I've never really been a belief person. When you believe in something, you're just believing. I mean, there's no other explanation for it. I want something I can see and touch, feel, hear, not just some random stories talking about whatever. It could be history, religion, geology. I mean, you go on down the list. I want to actually see it. And this whole slave system is a belief system. That's the name of the game. You could go on, just driving yourself crazy about all this stuff. But if nobody talks about it, we're just going to be stuck in the same crap year after year, decade after decade. Does it matter? I don't know. I don't give a shit about any of it, really. I mean, I care. I care about friends, family, myself. But turning on that TV, listening to what they have to say about anything, I don't care. I think that's really the only difference that it's going to make in the future is people just throw their TVs away, don't give a shit about any of it, don't care. You can do your fear and your threatening and just don't care. Just ignore it. Easier said than done in some circumstances, but what's the breaking point? What is the breaking point of where the people, free people, fight back? And when I say fight back, I mean just stop doing everything they tell you to do. Think about it. What would happen if in December or January nobody showed up at the courthouse to pay their property taxes? Not one person. They couldn't do anything. Now, that's not going to happen, most likely, because it's about the fear factor. We're going to come and take your home and your land and all your possessions for no reason, because it's pure evil. So I guess my point is with that, nothing's really going to stop. Nobody gets in trouble because they own everything and they rule everything. And this is not to be depressing, this is just the truth. I'm going to live my life how I want it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your slavery rules. I don't care about your voting. I don't care about any of it. That's what makes a happy life, I think, at this point. I mean, that's all that can make a happy life. You just got to live for yourself. You can't live outside yourself. You can't expect somebody to be your bodyguard or the government. Everything is within you. It's not outside of you. It's not to the right, to the left. It's within you. Basically, I think it's if everyone stops feeding into the psyops and propaganda of all the shit they put out there, I think that's when things will start to shift and change. Probably not in my lifetime or yours listening, but eventually, if everybody does that, it'll calm down. All right, so I can't get out of here without making fun of some stupid narrative. So the lace curtain is a striking geological feature on the north face of Pavant Butte in Utah's Black Rock Desert, formed about 14,000 to 15,500 years ago during the Ice Age. Man. It is a vertical cliff of white, intricately, it's hard to say that word, cemented volcanic ash created by the interplay of an underwater volcanic eruption and wave erosion from ancient Lake Bonneville. And voila, this is what you get from a volcano, right? You get this volcanic melted structure. There's one back here, obvious one here. I mean, why didn't they go ahead and just keep going right here? You can say hurricane, tornado, meteorite. Just keep adding stuff. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, we've all seen with our own eyes what they call volcanoes do, whether it be exploding or lava flow. It does not do this, right? I mean, it's just common sense. It's like whenever, say, AI was invented, it was insanely stupid and came up with this narrative. Look, this is so easy to see. I mean, right here, you got a little TP looking thing here. Big blocks. This whole side over here just melted down. Like it was probably straight up and down or something. Who knows? But you see all the little, say, windows, doorways, archways. Here's the little archway there and right there. Maybe column looking things over here. Nothing screams more than a volcanic archway over here. A cemented volcanic archway. That's kind of what they call it, right? Cemented. The flow of the melt. There she blows right there, blocking us here. Definitely drippiness. Just insane as far as what happened. Oh, wait, it's just a volcano. That's right. No, I'm so stupid. I mean, come on. Look at this thing. It's huge wall, drippiness everywhere. But it just happened to form this right here. You know, take cover from the cemented volcanic, ancient, tornadic, hurricane, ice age thing, right? Let's see what might be some columns here, right there. Yeah, this place was just massacred. Guess I'm going to end it here. And forgive me, I don't know where this is at and who posted this picture. But the point is, it's real. And why is any of this here? Surprised they don't call this a volcano and just somebody threw some bricks in there or something. But you can see the archway just barely here, looks like. This is left over. But when you look at this kind of stuff, I mean, obviously, nobody just came and stuck these bricks and stuff and stones in this mess, this geological fake feature. Anyway, I'm going to cruise on, and I appreciate everybody watching the channel. It's been a little while since I put out a video, but I am back a little bit, so just wanted to kind of voice my opinion on things and thank everyone out there through the years and everything. I appreciate it, everyone. Peace within.